Hi everyone, it's Miss Baker here with your bedtime story for this evening. So we're going to go ahead and read the story, The Silly Scarecrow. So let's see what Clifford's up to. After breakfast one morning, Emily Elizabeth cuddled Clifford in her arms. It's nearly time to head to Mount View Farm, Clifford. We are going on a hayride today, she said excitedly. Clifford wagged his tiny red tail. When Emily Elizabeth went to get dressed, the bird called out to Clifford. "Be careful on your trip to the farm today," he said. "My bird friends tell me there's something scary lurking in the cornfields out there." During the trip to the country, Clifford tried to enjoy the scenery. The mountains sparkled with fall colors and leaves danced around the train. But all Clifford could think about was the monster of Mountain View Farm. It wasn't long before they arrived. "Come on, Clifford, it's time for a hayride," Emily Elizabeth announced. Clifford felt very nervous, but this place didn't look scary at all. In fact, it looked quite fun. Emily Elizabeth lifted Clifford into the back of the farm trailer. It was loaded with bales of hay. It felt stiff and crunchy under Clifford's paws. The trailer busted and bumped its way around the farm. First, they drove by the apple orchard. Next, they stopped in the pumpkin patch. Then, the farm truck made a turn. They were headed straight towards the cornfield. The corn surrounded them on both sides, casting large shadows. Clifford suddenly felt very tiny, tinier than he was. And then he saw it. Hovering over Clifford was a scary monster waving its hands about. It was the monster of Mountain View Farm. Clifford quickly dove into the hay to hide. The Howard family looked at one another confused. "What's wrong, Clifford? Why are you hiding? What are you hiding from?" Emily Elizabeth asked. A moment later, the trailer stopped. Emily Elizabeth hopped out and looked around to see what the trouble was. Suddenly, she pointed and said, "I think I know what's frightening you." She carried Clifford over to get a closer look of what was scaring him. As they approached, Clifford hid his face in Emily Elizabeth's chest. But Emily Elizabeth reassured him, "Don't worry, Clifford. It's nothing to be afraid of. Take a look." Clifford looked out and cocked his head to the side. In front of him was the monster of Mountain View Farm. But this monster didn't look so scary anymore. It was made of clothes and wore navy blue suspenders and a peaked hat. Its feet and hands were made of hay, and its nose was a felt triangle. "See, Clifford, it's just a silly scarecrow," Emily Elizabeth explained. "They are used to scare the birds away from the corn so they won't eat it." Clifford wasn't scared anymore. He was ready to play. "I guess I shouldn't believe everything I hear," he thought. All right, I hope everyone enjoyed the Silly Scarecrow this evening. And don't forget to wear your crazy socks tomorrow. Have a good night.